Po, so today we are going to solve problems involving differential calculus. So kung matatandaan po ninyo that bago tayo mabot sa differential calculus rather, tayo ay dadaan muna sa pre-calculus. Sa pre-calculus, na-discuss po ang mga topics involving the conic section. So yung circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, and then after that in chapter 2, yung series, mathematical induction, and the binomial theorem including the Pascal's triangle, right? And for chapter 3, we have the unit circle, the circular functions, and then the different angle measurements. And for the chapter 4, analytic trigonometry, and then yung mga trigonometric identities, trigonometric functions, and trigonometric equations, and minsan meron pa yan trigonometric inequalities. And then ngayon, meron pa tayo chapter 5 dati, we have the polar coordinates, okay? And after that, we had the basic calculus, second semester of grade 11. Sa basic calculus po, na-discuss natin dyan yun. Limits. Chapter 1, limits and continuity. From the algebraic limits hanggang naabot natin ang trigonometric limits. For chapter 2, nandiyan na po yung basic derivatives and their basic applications. Nandiyan yung mga chain rule, the different rules of differentiation, differentiating algebraic functions, differentiating trigonometric functions, differentiating hyperbolic functions, differentiating exponential functions, differentiating logarithmic functions, and then marami pa pong iba. And then sa third chapter yan is the integration. Diyan medyo konti lang. Nagkaroon tayo ng overview sa basic integration, and then nagkaroon tayo ng short discussion kung naabot pa yung Riemann sum. Yan po yung na-discuss po sa inyo nung grade 11, di ba? Yan po yung tinuro sa inyo ng inyo po mga respective mathematics or calculus teachers. And ngayon, we are na at differential calculus. So, sa differential calculus, ito po yung pinaghalong basic calculus and pre-calculus. Nandiyan na yan. Kasi sa differential calculus, may makakita ulit kayo dyan na conic section. Especially getting the rate of change sa graph. And then, meron tayo dyan limits, derivatives. And then, magkakaroon tayo ng additional topics yung maxima, minima, differential arcs, and marami pa pong iba. So, our objective for today is to know and use correctly the different differentiation formulas by having this set of example. So, number 1, differentiate y is equivalent to 8x squared plus 10x minus 15. So, anong gagawin natin? The first step, you are going to multiply 2 sa 8. Yan yung rule natin. 8 times 2, 16. Copy the base. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, wala na yan. Plus, ito po ang differential o derivative ng 10x is positive 10. And we all know that the derivative of a constant is 0. So, this is your answer. For number 2, you are asked, for example, to differentiate y is equivalent to 4x minus 1. 4x minus 1, ulit natin, 4x minus 1 over 2x squared minus 3. So, anong tawag sa rule para ma-differentiate natin? So, this is the quotient rule. So, ang quotient rule, first step, is square the denominator, magiging 2x squared minus 3 to the second power. Tapos, sa first term is the g function. Ang function kasi nito, ang form nito is y is equivalent to f of x over g of x. Ito yung representation. So, sa first, lagyan natin yung g function sa taas, 2x squared minus 3, times the differential or derivative of the numerator, the f prime is, what is the derivative of 4x minus 1? 4, right? Minus, ilagyan natin f function naman, 4x minus 1, times the derivative of the denominator, g function, derivative of 2x squared minus 3, pila? Ilan? 4x. And then, we simplify. 4 times 2x, distribute natin yan. 4 times 2x squared, 8x squared. 4 times negative 3, negative 12. Negative 4x times 4x, negative 16x squared. Negative 4x times negative 1, positive 4x. Over 2x squared minus 3 squared. Simplify, 8 minus 16, so again siyang negative 8x squared plus 4x minus 12 over, we simplify, arrange sa terms, 2x squared minus 3 squared. So this is your answer, the quotient rule process. Number 3, so what if meron tayong radical? For example, you have the square root of x. So ito napakadali lang po. Number 1, we convert this radical form to rational exponent. X, and ang rational exponent meron siyang fraction. Ang numerator niya, automatic 1 kasi ang power ng radicand o yung nasa loob ng radical is 1. Over, anong index ng square root? So, para maintindihan ng index, pag square root, anong number involved? 2. So, 2. Kung cube root naman, may siyang 3. Okay? And now, next step is we distribute 1/2 to the base, 1/2 times x, 1/2 x, tapos 1/2 minus 1 times the derivative of the base, which is x, so 1 lang. May siyang 1/2 x, 1/2 minus 1, negative 1/2. So, ito po yung derivative niya. Okay, number 4, lagyan natin ng trill. So, for example, you have the 5th root of x squared raised to the 4 over 3 power. Ano yan? So, baka sabihin ng iba, napakahirap, but that is easy using the laws of exponent. Gawin po muna natin siya, rational exponent, x. Ano yung power ng radicand? 2. Ano yung number involved sa 5th root? 5. Yan. Times 4 over 3. Pag exponent, anong ginagawa sa exponents pa na-raise yan? We multiply. Y is equivalent to 2/5 times 4, 2 times 4, 8, 5 times 3, 15. So, yan po. So, we now differentiate 8 over 15 times 1, 8 over 15 to the x. 8 over 15 minus 1. Ano sagot? Negative 7 over 15 times 1. So, wala na po yan. Kasi ang derivative ng x is 1. So, okay na yan. That's your answer. 8 over 15 minus 1 or 8 over 15 minus 15 over 15. Panaga-subtract tayo ng like sign sa fraction, like denominator, copy the denominator. 8 minus 15, negative 7. Nakuha nyo ito dito. Okay? So, ito algebraic pa lang. We involve now logarithmic functions. For example, you have the natural logarithm of 2x cubed plus x minus 1. Ang rule dito, ang first step daw, differentiate the function inside the parentheses. What is the derivative of 2x cubed plus x minus 1? 6x squared plus 1 over, copy yung nasa loob, and that's it. Ganun lang kadali. Isa pa, number 6. So, y is equivalent to the natural logarithm of 5x squared. So, derivative of 5x squared, ilan? 10x over 5x squared. Or, simplify, 10 divided by 5, 2. X to the 1 divided by x to the 2. X to the negative 1. So, final answer. So, na yun, we now involve trigonometric functions. For example, you have y is equivalent to cosine of 3x. Ang 3x po, that is your angle. So, gawin natin, the derivative of cosine is negative sine. So, lalagyan natin dito, 3 times 1, 3. Derivative of cosine, sine, negative sine. Copy the angle. Yun lang. Meron po yan sa libre mga cheat sheet na tinatawag. Meron po yun doon. For number 8, for example, you have y is equivalent to e theta cosine 2 theta. Gawin natin dito, we're going to, so this is, so 2 theta. First step, copy nyo lang to, ito, copy nyo muna, e theta, raised to theta yan, times, anong derivative ng cosine 2 theta? Negative, kasi cosine, negative 2, cosine, sine na yan, sine of 2 theta, plus, copy nyo naman itong second function na present, cosine 2 theta, and copy nyo ulit to, e theta. Mayagi siyang, arrange natin, mayagi siyang negative 2 sine 2 theta, e theta, plus cosine 2 theta e theta. Arrange nyo lang to. Copy nyo lang to dito. Okay? Ito naman, distribute natin. Negative 2 sine theta. Mauna to. And last yan. Para ma-arrange natin ng maayos. So, ito po yung derivative niya. So, ito medyo complicated siya. But as long as you know the distributive property, madali lang po yan. So let's proceed to hyperbolic functions. For example, you have let's say y is equivalent to secant, hyperbolic secant for x. Same sa trigonometric, ano ang derivative ng hyperbolic secant? Ang derivative niyan is negative, hyperbolic secant, hyperbolic tangent. Okay, so nalagyan natin, differentiate 4x, ano yan? So 4. Kung negative, then negative 4, copy, hyperbolic secant, and don't forget the angle, practice natin yan, and then hyperbolic tangent, angle. So yun lang po kadali. Okay? And for our last problem, so involve natin dito exponential functions. For example, you have y is equivalent to 3e raised to cosine of 2x. So differentiate natin yung exponent. Anong derivative ng cosine 2x? So negative 2, di ba? Negative 2 sine of 2x, di ba? Pero may t. So, negative 2 times 3. So, negative 6 na yan. Negative 6 sine of 2x and then copy itong function e raised to cosine 2x. So, this is your answer. So, yun lang po class yung ating video for differential calculus. So, nagawa tayo ng another video for integral calculus. Thank you for listening po.